Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen up, boys and girls. Today we are talking about Turbo. And ladies and gentlemen, we do have some news related to Turbo. We also have some news generally speaking. And of course, we are going to dive into the price of, something like Bitcoin and Turbo because they are very, very well correlated, right? So first of all, let's just jump right into the news, ladies and gentlemen, right? We can see, this is old news, but we can see we are still getting pretty solid views on Turbo each post, which is what we like to see, right? We also have actual news, ladies and gentlemen, right? We can see that Turbo chain has officially integrated on this hub, right? This hub has been integrated with Turbo, right? Bringing meme powered innovation to its multi chain infrastructure in partnership with Near Protocol in Aurora, right? So we can see unlock new use cases and boost multi chain liquidity, right? A significant leap for the Web3 community and the DeFi ecosystem. So that is what we like to see, right? Turbo constantly making moves. I did say always the weekend, a little bit after the weekend is slow, but then boom, Turbo hits us with a big, big, nice news on, Tuesday. And we could also see, ladies and gentlemen, that, there is something else that has popped up, right? Turbo builders, this one's for you. Join in on the Thursday at 5 p.m. on X for the live session where you could go on this platform. It shows you how to create on chain rewards and engagement tools in just a couple of minutes, right? So we can see this video, right? It's just a little shortcut, right? It's, you're not gonna get too much information, but if you guys want to go and build, right, something on, this chain, then I highly, highly recommend it, right? You never know. Maybe you are the next Einstein when it comes to the crypto world and the turbo world, right? So, so that is good, right? That's what I like to see. Turbo is constantly making moves, constantly, doing updates. This is why I really like this coin. This is why I'm super bullish on this coin. And this is why I will always, pretty much respect Turbo, right? Turbo is very great. I follow multiple meme coins, ladies and gentlemen, and Turbo is pretty much the one that consistently has mega big updates. I believe Robinhood is still going to happen regardless of everything that has happened with Turbo, its price and its price action, etc. At the end of the day, it's not a Turbo thing, it is a market thing, right? So another thing that is big, ladies and gentlemen, right? We do have CPI, right, which is American news, but American news does influence the markets, a good amount because America kind of runs everything when it comes to the financial world, right? I know a lot of people are big on certain things, with Trump doing tariffs, doing this, doing that. They think they impact the price, which you're fair, you can believe that, but personally, I believe in price action more. So we do have big news on 8:30 a.m. So when this video comes out, you will have 30 minutes. Also, the Powell will speak at 10 a.m. Eastern, right? This guy can literally say one word and crash the market. It's become a meme, but unironically, that's how it is, right? So that is that when it comes in terms of news, right? We can still see, ladies and gentlemen, that we are, very, very slowly selling off, but the pressure is very, very minimal, right? For me, it just seems like we want to reverse ASAP, right? We did drop in price recently, and we did do something very similar to what I said. Right, when we go on the 1 hour, right? I did say that this is Bitcoin's price action. I expect Bitcoin to go roughly up to here, and we did kind of go up almost here, right? We're 98,000, 520 pretty much. And we were just roughly $300 away. And, we almost hit, where exactly where I thought we are going to bounce off and sell off. And there we go. We can see we go near it, we sell off, and now we're kind of stagnant, right? So we have to see how it reacts. I'm still looking at this zone, ladies and gentlemen, right? Roughly of 92,500. That is my primary zone. That's where I believe we will bounce off and continue going to the upside, right? When we go to turbo, it is going to be very, very similar analysis, right? It is going to be very, very similar analysis, right? I did say that we were creating higher lows. which was the case, but we failed to create a higher high. You can see that eventually sometimes the market has to make a decision, right? We had a high here, we had a high here, and we had a high here. But a low here, and a low here, and a low here. So, right, if we draw this up once again, high, 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 low, 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 right? We can see at one point with the market, we had to make a decision. Are we going to create a higher high, or are we going to fail and go create a lower low? And we can see we failed to create a higher high, right? Each high has been lower than the previous high. And we can see we sold off, creating a lower low, taking out this low over here of, 0.0037, right? And we also took out this low of 0.0036. Now, that's okay. It was kind of expected, right? With Bitcoin's price action, we did say we expect a Bitcoin sell off a little bit. So, we got, the sell off on Turbo too. In terms of buying Turbo with its price action, right? This area is still super viable for me, roughly of 0.0031. I am still super high in this area. This is where I might take a leverage trade. Personally, I have, you know, bought a lot of crypto, and I might start leverage trading a little bit more because leverage trading, ladies and gentlemen, could be very, very impactful, right? The power of leverage trading is that you can make so much more than just, holding the coin. However, there is more risk. But look, ladies and gentlemen, this is free game. Like, I know not all of you make it to, near the end of the video, but roughly 50 to 40% of you do. So for those that made it here, right, this is a nice thing you can do. Remember, it is riskier, right? Because if hypothetically the price comes down to here, let's just say tomorrow or over the next day or so, right? Price comes to here. Let's say you enter a leverage trade. If your stop is somewhere, let's just say reasonable, and a reasonable area would be definitely below this, but we can play a little bit more risk here. We can do something like this, right? So let's say this is your entry, right? Let's say I put $100, right? And I believe the reversal is going to happen. If I am correct, and let's say we hold it all the way to where we believe at the minimum Turbo should go. I mean, this is kind of flop. If it hits this price, I know some people are optimistic about 10 cents. I believe we'll go higher. Whatever, let's just say 10 cents, right? 10 cents. Ladies and gentlemen, right? If you took a leverage trade, you bought down here and you held it all the way, you would make 113 times your money. Yes, I'm not trolling. For that $100 would turn into over $10,000. Actually, I lied. $100, then $1,000 is 10x. Yeah. So $10,000, a little bit over $10,000, right? Now, obviously, that seems fantastic. And that is, very well could be the case if you played it exactly like this. The thing is, leverage trading is a little bit tricky sometimes and a little bit stressful because in the case where let's say I was wrong and you couldn't really afford to lose $100 if the price would go lower, right? Let's say we were wrong about this whole crypto market, which I believe the reversal is coming. There's no reason for there not to be a reversal, right? Let's say in this instance we were wrong and it goes lower and it hits our stop, then ladies and gentlemen, that $100 is gone. While the difference is if you bought Turbo around this price for $100, right, you wouldn't ever lose until you actually sell at a loss, right? And if we would buy somewhere here and go up to, let's just say, oh, my mouse just glitched. Let's just say up to 10 cents, right? You would make 30 times your money. So you would still make a lot, not quite 113 times, but you make it 30 times, but you play it much safer because there's no way of getting liquidated, right? So that is just food for thought, right? It is very, very tricky. I will be definitely helping people out in the community in the Discord when it comes to this, right? I'm going to do some leverage trades myself. I'm going to hold them long term. Going to try to maximize my money. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.